Hey everybody, this is Leslie and you're watching Midlife and Nailing It. If you could please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, I would really appreciate it. It helps my channel out. Today I am doing a get to know me tag. Kathy from Kathy's Favorite Things tagged me and I'm going to put a link to her channel in my description box below. I'm not going to tag anyone specifically in this tag, but what I'm going to do is open it up to anyone that would like to do this tag on their channel. I'll put the questions in my description box below, and I will include the hashtag as well. Okay guys, so today I'm kind of switching things around a bit. On Mondays I usually do a cook with me. It used to be what's for dinner, but it's a cook with me now. And I'm going to do that on Wednesday, and it's going to be released a little later in the day, around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I am participating in a quarantine cooking collab that's going to go throughout the month of May. So instead, I'm actually going to release two videos Monday and Tuesday because I was tagged in some question get to know me tags. So today I'm going to participate in the get to know me tag from Kathy's Favorite Things. You guys all know she's one of my favorite channels, or at least one of my favorite people on here. I really think she's a great lady. Okay guys, so the first question is, what is your name and who named you? So my channel is Midlife and Nailing It, but my name is Leslee. It's kind of a unique spelling. It's Leslee. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because my dad's middle name is actually Leslie. He spells it L-I-E. And then my mom's middle name is Lee, L-E-E. So in their 70s minds, they thought that would be fun. So yeah, that's my name. It's actually Leslie, and then my middle name is Ann with an E. So yeah, that's my name. The second question is, how many siblings do you have? And I have one sibling, a sister named Darcy. That's all I'll say about her, because I'm not going to give out a ton of information about my sister. I consider us pretty close because we're all each other has. So yeah, I think she's an awesome person, and I love and adore my niece and nephew, and I know she feels the same way about my kids. So yeah, it's a good thing. So the next question is, were you close to your cousins growing up? And the truth of the matter is, I have a very small family on both sides, and I don't really even have that many cousins. There were a few that I've been close to growing up and into adulthood. All of them know because they live in other parts of the country and stuff. But yeah, I've got, a handful of cousins that I talk to regularly and grew up with and have fantastic memories with. So, but I don't come from a large family like my husband does. I do not. I just don't have very many cousins at all. So the next question is, do or did you have a special bond with your grandparents? And I can 125% tell you, yes, I did. My dad's mom passed away a number of years ago. It's been a few decades now. And she was an amazing grandmother, an awesome grandmother to us. I have like the best grandparents, I really do. I learned how to cook from her and my other grandmother. But yeah, I would say I had a bond with all of my grandparents. And then my grandparents on my mother's side, my grandfather has passed away, and I'm not going to talk about that a whole lot because that one just breaks my heart, and I'll start blubbering and crying and being ridiculous. And I was probably closest with him and then my grandmother, who is still alive. Not that it's a contest, because they were all fabulous. I am not kidding. I hit pay dirt when I got my grandparents. Like, I can't complain whatsoever. They were amazing, all of them. But my grandmother, who is still living, actually has Alzheimer's. So we've been going through that, and it's towards the end. So it's a very difficult time. Her and I were very, 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 very close, and I spent so much time with her and my grandpa on that side of the family. But honestly, I spent a lot of time with my other grandmother too. I had great grandparents. They were awesome. The next question, did you enjoy high school? I did. I really did, you guys. I had the best time in high school. I went to a great school. I loved the school I went to. I was lucky to go to the school I went to. It's, to this day, one of the best schools, I think, in Michigan. And let's see, I had so much fun with my high school friends, and I was super involved, and I had fun through all my school days, actually. I had a pretty good time. I mean, all kids, you have little things here and there, but overall, I had a phenomenal time in high school. I have no complaints about that. Okay, so the next question are, what are your hobbies? I think everybody knows my hobbies just because I talk about them a lot. They're a big part of my channel. So my newest hobby is this whole YouTube thing. I started content in November, and so I'm kind of working at that and seeing it grow and learning from other people on here and meeting so many new, wonderful, amazing ladies. So that's my newest hobby. Reading has always been super important to me. That's probably my biggest hobby. It's kind of one of my very big life passions. So I actually do a series on books, recommendations, and things. So yeah, what else? I like to hang out with my kids, with my husband. We like movies and TV shows and going to plays, going to music events, going to concerts, that sort of thing. I don't know that that's a hobby. I guess that's kind of a hobby. And then I do like to travel, although, well, a lot of people would think I travel quite a bit. I guess it's your perspective. I don't travel as much as I'd like to because, you know, when you have kids and stuff and work schedules and all that sort of thing, school schedules to work around. But yeah, those are my hobbies. All right, so my next question is, what do you do to relieve stress? And my answer to that, I have in the last year really gotten into liking meditating. I don't do it as much recently, but I need to. I really, really need to. And that's just because people that know we're building a house, our house sold quick, we're in an apartment. I don't have the space and the privacy that I usually have. But I love meditating, and I know this is a very stressful time for everybody. So my very favorite person to use for meditation is Tara Brach, and I am going to put a link to her stuff because it's completely free, and she has a ton of meditations in my description box below. I highly recommend her, and I even pay for some of the stuff, and she's still my favorite. Who is the longest friend you have? Well, I have a couple, because I keep in touch with some of my friends from when I was a little girl that were in my neighborhood or I grew up with. There's a few of them. And then, of course, with Facebook, there's other people I see. But there's some people that I grew up with that I still talk to here and there. Time can pass and we pick up right where we left off, as if no time has passed. So, and I do get to see some of those people occasionally. Okay, so this one, what is your favorite movie? So this is hard. My favorite movie? I don't know. Fried Green Tomatoes is good. Steel Magnolias is good. I'm trying to think. There's so many. I love watching movies, so I've seen a ton. My husband and I, a few summers ago, took a Hitchcock class, and that was so much fun. I learned a lot in that class. Yeah, I like a lot of movies, so that's hard to say. I mean, a comedy, my go-to comedy when I just want to be like mindless and just kind of silly comedy would be like Airplane or The Jerk. Those two movies crack me up to this day. I don't know. I named some. I've got a ton. Like, I could do a whole video. I could probably do a whole video every month for the next 5 years and give you my favorite movies. So, moving right along. And I know the next one is books. My favorite book? here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a link to the playlist of my book recommendation series. And so if you like book recommendations, you want to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. I put out one once a month. It's called 4 Genres, 4 Books. And you can find out all about the books that I like, because the list would be so incredibly long. I just can't do it. I don't know that I have an absolute one favorite book. Like, I like so many of them. I love so many of them. So be sure to check that out if you're into books. What are your favorite things to do on a stormy day? My favorite things to do on a stormy day. So if we're talking about like thunderstorms and all that sort of thing, and I live in Michigan, so we experience it all. If you're talking about like thunderstorms, I like to hear the storm. So I'll crack a window and just like sit and listen to it. I'm an introvert, so that's an activity in my book. Yeah, I know my husband likes to watch them as well. So that's that. And then if it's like a winter storm where everything's closed down, because that happens every winter, and I guess here we kind of like hunker in and watch movies and watch TV and chill out and just relax. They're kind of, snow days are a bonus for all the, don't be jealous if you don't get snow days, because I'm here to tell you, like, we deserve them, because it is a biatch to drive in the winter weather and the ice and the sleet. So when we do have a snow day, because what we consider a snow day is like a hardcore snow day. I lived in Idaho, in Boise, Idaho for a little while. What they consider a snow day, we would not consider a snow day here. So not even close. So yeah, I think we deserve the snow days. Anyway, what is your favorite thing to do when the weather is perfect? Okay, so I like to be outside when the weather is perfect. I love going to like the beach or a lake or whatever. I like water. I like trees. I like water. I'm a Michigan girl. So I like to just like sit. I can sit for hours and watch a lake or an ocean. I really, really can. Okay, so the next question is big city or small town? Well, mostly in my life, I've lived in suburbs of big cities, and the big cities have not been too far away whatsoever. There is no way I could live out in the middle of nowhere. I like to vacation out in the middle of nowhere, but I am a city girl. I like to be around culture. I like to be around plays and concerts and museums and restaurants and all that kind of stuff. I am not a happy person if that gets taken away from me. Okay, so the last question that I have is, first thing you want to do when the virus is over? And I think this is going to be a very long time from now. I really, really do. And I think we're going to be given the opportunity to do things kind of in spurts. So having said that, I am in no hurry to travel, but I would love to travel. We had to cancel a trip, and I would love to get the heck out of Dodge. Like, it was time for that anyways. We were due for a trip, in my opinion, for sanity purposes, when this all happened. And I'm fine with doing what I need to do to keep not only my family safe, but everyone in the world safe, really. We all need to do our part. We all need to make the sacrifices. And I'm fine with all of that. So, but in a year, if it's more than that, when it is safe for me to travel, I love to travel. So I know my husband and I had a trip and we had to cancel it. I'd love to do that trip or some other trip. Okay guys, so that was all of the questions from Kathy's tag. Again, I'm going to put a link to her channel in my description box below. She is an awesome, awesome lady. She has an awesome channel where she does a lot of shopping hauls and crafting, and she's just a beautiful person inside and out. So be sure to check her out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.